And we'll see how he changes his game now that he has a check lead for the first time in the game. Probably have the winner with just the king. And we do. Let's take a look. He had jack high. So my king high was good. And if you're watching and you're comparing my style against him to the textbook, I am playing a passive style. Kind of a I don't want to say tight passive, but a passive style. He's made some very wild swings. He's had it a couple times, regrettably, and he did not once, and that cut him down. Alright, we've got the nut straight. I'm gonna see what he does. Naturally, he shuts down. Hopefully the ace helped him. Maybe two pair or something. I'm gonna bet 60. He's gonna fold. Waste of nuts. Alright, we'll speed it up a little bit. Ace 4 will double up. We catch a 4. It's a spot where we'll follow it up with a 75% bet because we've got some drawing possibilities here. If he check raises us, we're probably going to dump it. And he does dump it. So we're close to even. Ace 3. We're not going to call that out of position. A lot of people like to play aces, and I know aces are good in heads up, but I'm not going to call 3 times out of position. Alright, he just raised my 9-10 of spades. I doubled it. He raised the pot. There's 240 in there. It's 120 for me to see a flop. I'm going to call only because our implied odds are super. And it looked pretty, but it ended stupid. And obviously we're not going to go all in on a draw. So I'm going to guess like king-king actually for him. King-king or 10-10. I don't think he had the ace there. And that's a situation where he'll overplay and shoot himself in the foot. Alright, top pair. We'll go ahead and lead out to protect here with a straight draw heavy board. Slow it down with the king. And the river doesn't help matters either. I don't know what he was raising us with. We'll take a peek. Hang on, let me do this the right way. He had an 8 also, but he had it with a 9. So he raised. Keep going back to that drawing hand where it was probably close to a coin flip when he had 300 chips. But trying to push that out of my mind right now. Alright, Jack 8. He's doing this again. I'd have to spike something like 2 pair to get paid here, so I'm gonna dump that one. I definitely don't like playing passive like this. Given the choice, I'd rather be in the driver's seat. I'd rather be the one making the bets, having him speculate. I'm firing out this one bet, and it's going to be a bet and then shut down unless I run or something, which I did. Reason we made that bet on the flop was with the hopes that he had anything lower than 2 cards, both lower than 9. So we're going to bet 75% of the pot with our 2 pair. Probably had a jack, if not a big straight draw. Alright, so he will fold. We'll limp with king 4. See if we can take it down with a cheapo bet. We can. So he will fold with nothing, it seems. We got big slick here. We'll go ahead and raise it the pot. That's the first time we've done that this game. And that sound you're hearing, that sounds like the microphone going in my mouth, is the microphone going in my mouth. He's making tiny bets, and you saw that he min-raised or min-raised pre-flop. I'm going to make this sort of as a defensive bet. Even I'm in position, so it doesn't qualify as a defensive bet, but I want to see where we're at and try to get the truth out of him. A big raise here, and I know he's in good shape. With the check, I gotta think he's either got an ace with a weak kicker, or gosh, the way he played the pre-flop, I'm even thinking maybe like pocket 10s or pocket 9s, and he has an 8, so that explains why he slowed down after the flop. And while the game appears to be slowing down, I'm gonna sneak over here and scope him. Yeah, I suspected he's minus 25%, kind of a newbie. Okay, so let's get back to my game. I got garbage. So he's minus 25%. Sorry. Warm Springs and Valley View. So he's actually not too far from my house. Not that that matters at all. But it's very important to know your enemy. And if I want to kill him, I know where he lives. Thank you. Alright, here's a spot where I'm going to raise it up. And I'm going to raise 4 times rather than 3 out of position. We're going to do that because he's apt to call with an ace. And if he does, we'll have him dominated. And we're